I wanted to ask you your opinion about native English because a lot of people are really worried
Mm.
that when they become a medical writer, they need to know native English. But I don't agree with the word native English because I think you can learn English in lots of different ways.
I'm also not keen on the term native speaker. I don't think it's really appropriate when it comes to English. I think most English language conversations these days are between people who speak it as a second or third or fourth language. Most English is, it's kind of English as a lingua franca, if you like, and that means all kinds of things. And even within the UK, we've got people who are speaking English in all kinds of different ways. There's no, people talk about a received pronunciation sort of approach, but I don't think that covers that many conversations. And certainly in my experience, there are many, many people who have learned English as a second language who use it much more effectively than people who speak it as a first language. So when it comes to writing, that's absolutely the case. I was reading Joseph Conrad the other day, Heart of Darkness, and he had English as a third language. He wrote these most amazing novels, and I think it's a good example of how language doesn't hold you back, whether it's a first language or a second language or a third language. And this kind of sort of native speakerism is a bit of a throwback, really. I remember when I started teaching English back in the 90s, people were advertising for native speakers. And since then, I've worked with teachers who have come from many different countries, and their ability to teach English is as good, if not better, than many so-called native speakers. So yeah, I'm with you. That was a very long answer, I think, to say I'm basically agree with you on that one.